Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today. It's Kay and I've got a little share for you. I've recently purchased from Amanda Scrimpingmommy some beautifully decorative coffee stained papers which I wanted to share with you. It's from a site called Coffee, Kofi, that Amanda's using, and the price you can pay from £2. Well, as I've not sort of bought in this format before, I decided that I would pay the £2, and I have to say what glorious value for money it is. What's happened is that Scrimpingmommy Amanda has coffee stained papers using these plastic doilies, and she's chosen areas that appeal to her and then put them down on an A4 sheet of paper, and there are actually 12 sheets, all different. Some of the staining is very clear, others not quite so, but it doesn't detract from the beautiful images. It's almost like a lace design. Now I've got you quite close into the papers. These are all printed out on an ordinary printer and onto A4 paper, because I've got a couple of little plans that I want to try out to utilize these. I've done a double-sided because when I first put them through they're squint, and so it all had to be done again, but I'm not bothered about that because all it means is that some of the papers will look as though they're lined. I'm planning to make some envelopes and that kind of thing with this, and also use it for background on some little other bits and pieces that I've got in my mind, because they, by virtue of their colour and by the design, lend themselves to be layered or collaged. It's in, oh well, you know, anybody that uses digital papers, they know what I'm talking about, and you know, they really are very pretty, as I'm sure you can see. I am advertising them because I think for anybody that doesn't know about this kind of papers, it's not like a formal digital kit which Amanda has put together using copy-free issues and that kind of thing, like with Artymaze. Amanda has taken the time to put what she feels is a pretty image onto an A4 sheet of paper, and then it's there for you to purchase and do with as you will, basically. And I think it's a lovely idea. That's not Amanda's there. So those are the papers in all their glory. They print out really nicely, as you can see, and you can either have them plain on the back, or like I've done here quite by mistake, you've got the image that didn't, the paper got squint in the printer. It's as basic as that. So those are those. And the other thing I wanted to do today was a tiny little giveaway. I am going to be here, but it will be quite random, because Gary's managed to get himself a prolapse disc in his back, and so we're kind of having to do things very differently at the moment. So I am going to be doing these tiny little giveaways, because the other thing that I have decided in my infinite wisdom is that if I make something, it either has to go in a giveaway or it has to be sent out, because I've got a wealth of stuff here made in a cupboard, literally gathering dust. So what I made was another of these little 50p 80c holders. They are all different. This is using a free image from Artymaze, so anyone in that group has access to the files, and all I've done then is layered up this little gift bag, and it does start out like I've shown it before. It's just an ordinary little paper bag like this that you cut and fold, and that is how it looks before it's decorated. And then you just go on to make it as pretty as this, using whatever papers you have in your stash. But inside I have lined and made it as tidy as I possibly can, and there are 6 of these lovely 50p 80c. So if you like the notion, if you're collecting them, then do state that you would be interested in being put in the drawer below. Count me in is what we usually do here, and in a week's time, next Sunday, all being well, or Saturday, it depends how things go, I will come back on and do the draw, and they will then be sent out to whoever is drawn. It will be a random draw again, random.org, because I think it's fair, and if your name is in the mix, then you have an equal chance of winning as anyone else. It's going to be UK only, I'm afraid, for obvious reasons. The postal prices have gone up yet again in the UK. So we have to keep things close to home. I will come up with a little something that I can send overseas to my international friends that is able to fit into a small envelope and not be too bulky. So that is the first little giveaway. Very, very pretty. I've just, as I say, used the free digital papers and then some little die cuts and some little wordage to keep it interesting. So that is that one. And the second little giveaway again is a mixture of Artymaze and Amanda's little papers, and it's a little inspirational quote book for anyone that might need a bit of uplifting or a little bit of something to smile about. And all I've done is used baker twine here to tie off the pages. The cover is made up of this sheet from the watercolour springtime kit. I'm still using up leftovers from that, but it is so pretty I can't bear to throw anything away or put it away. And then inside are all of Amanda's papers cut to size on the pages, and I've just used bits of lace, a little cut out butterfly here, and it is wordage from Artymaze again. I've done a little bit of stamping, used some little bits of lace from Moustache, nothing outstanding. It's just an ordinary little book like this. Bloom is a beautiful process of becoming. Well, we're all in that place at certain times in our lives, so it's very apt. Live life in full and bloom. Grow, grow, grow. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. I won't read them all, they're pretty self-explanatory, but this is the nature of the little book. So anytime you need a bit of positivity or something, excuse my phone, to give you a little bit of food for thought, then hopefully this would fit that bill. And it's just lined and covered as I always do, and you know, just another little gift. So there will be 2 parts to the giveaway, and you know, 2 winners will be drawn. It will be entirely up to who is drawn as to where things go. The first person drawn will have the little 50p 80c little giveaway here, and the second winner drawn the little book of inspiration, unless you have someone firmly in mind for the book of inspiration, in which case do let me know, and perhaps I'll do that inspiration book draw separately. It'll depend what people leave below this video between now and next weekend, we'll say, to keep it fairly fluid. So with that, I'll say thank you once again for joining me, and stay well everyone. Certainly the better weather's coming, which is always a very, very lovely thing. So be happy and stay well. Bye bye for now.